Greetings to you. I wanted to do a brief tutorial on creating a frame to overlay a Facebook profile picture. I received this request from one of my business colleagues after creating a frame to showcase the 10-year anniversary for my business group's annual community chat, Real Talk, Real Change. After the request, I started thinking about how beneficial it would be to promote her business as well as the multiple businesses that I service in graphic design. And I decided this would be very helpful to have as part of my video library. To get started, we will go to the web page for developers on Facebook. For your convenience, I've made the web page available here to review. This is a spot where those individuals who want to fine-tune their visuals and enhance the experience of their audience on Facebook can go in and tweak things for their guests. We're going to click on the button to the top entitled Create a Frame. Opening up this platform will allow you to create decorations and branding around your profile pictures that both you and your supporters of your organization can utilize to promote and support your initiatives, your organization, and basically your movement. Once you scroll down the page to Frame Studio, once again you'll click on the Create a Frame button. This will take you to the interface where you have the ability to upload the art that's going to be placed over your profile pic. Here we also have the ability to review the layout orientation options so you can get an idea of what your imagery will look like in landscape mode, profile mode, and portrait mode. The most important step of this process is inserting the artwork. Now this tutorial, as well as the frame builder, assumes you already have the pre-existing artwork available because creating the art is not an option available here. As a shameless plug, if you don't have the appropriate graphics available for your frame, I would recommend establishing a strong relationship with a talented designer, and if you don't know one, I'd like to recommend one here. To set up the layout for your frame, we will go to the Upload Art button in the top left corner of the interface. Now for the expedience of this training, I've already created a graphic and left it in the Downloads folder of my computer so that you can see what needs to occur to create the frame. This is a copy of the logo of a nonprofit professional development educational program called Everyday Intellect, which provides training for professionals and focuses in on STEAM-based education to youth and lower income communities. The graphic was created with a transparent background so the imagery would be placed against the profile pic without obstructing the photo itself. A .png file allows the background of the logo to be transparent by default, so I would recommend using that file type for your frame graphics. Also, I would encourage you to be mindful of your branding's color scheme placed up against whatever photo that you use to overlay this frame on. If your logo colors can't or shouldn't be adjusted, you want to make sure that whatever picture you choose as a profile image doesn't clash against the colors of your logo. Once the graphic is inserted into the frame, what's next is to make sure the image size is adjusted according to the landscape size. This will allow you to get an idea automatically on all three types of landscape exactly what your frame is going to look like before you place it over top of a profile picture. In the window to the left, you do have the ability to adjust the layering of the elements if you choose to have multiple graphic pieces on this frame. Options such as bringing the selected piece to the front, placing it in the back, replacing it with another image, duplicating it, or deleting parts of the image entirely. This way you can layer multiple aspects of the frame to create something as simple as placing your logo overlaid over your profile picture, or something elaborate as a full profile frame all the way around the canvas. Once you've set up the layout on this frame the way you would like it, you can add a name to this particular frame so it can be accessed by yourself and anyone else on Facebook who would like to lay it over top of the profile image. You would then be able to schedule how soon you would like to make this available to the Facebook community, as well as any keywords that people would be able to look it up using. Next, for ownership and credit for designing this particular frame, you would be able to select who to attribute ownership of this frame to. And here you would be able to choose from the multiple pages and profiles that your Facebook account has access to determine who gets credit. In this case, me. Upon hitting publish, you receive the last-minute warning that once you submit your frame, that you won't be allowed to change the name of it or who owns it. Since that's not something I want to do anyway, we're just going to click OK and move on. Congratulations! You've just created your first frame on Facebook. Now, in the interest of time, I'm going to skip forward a little bit to my profile picture and show you how to activate the frame we've created so you can see how easy it is to implement this into your profile's identity. Let's go back to my personal page. Here you see my already existing profile pic with a frame already overlaid. If I click on the profile pic to update the profile picture, it's going to take me to my existing profile pic options, as well as the ability to add a frame from all the multiple frames that are already created and available for overlay. Please bear in mind that since there is already an existing frame on this pic, adding the one we've just created will overlay the one that we already have, in addition to what's already here. That's not a big deal at this point. We just want to make sure that the steps to access the frame we've created are clearly outlined. So what we're going to do is click on the Add a Frame button and search for the one we've created. Now, if that was satisfactory for me, I would simply click on the frame I want to utilize and then click Use as Profile Picture option. But that seems a little too cluttered for my artistic sensibilities. So what I'm going to do is change the photo so that my new frame won't compete with the Real Talk Real Change frame. I'll select from my existing photos, and I think I'll choose this photograph of my sons. Once I've adjusted the positioning and size of the photo and click on Use as Profile Picture, both my photograph and my logo will be available to the entire Facebook community as a public profile pic to brand my organization and show off my boys. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you on the next video.